Hey guys, thanks for joining me, and if you like what you see, please subscribe.
Hello, peoples. Welcome to Sharp Ends. I have something exciting for you guys today. I'm opening it with this Ekko, EKAO by Ray Laconico. This is the budget version made by CJRB. And I was really curious because I like this knife, but it actually had a couple of drawbacks for me. Mainly, I did it as this assembly video for this, which I never published, in which I had a lot of trouble getting it back together. And once I finally did get it back together, it no longer basically worked. I can't flick this open right now with a finger flick. The button, there's something with the way that the button lock works. I don't know what happened. I reassembled it, but now the tension is too much. The detent is too much where it won't. Oh, look at that. It actually flicked open, but it's super, super hard detent. It'll still open with a front flip. I like this design a lot, but this is a very cheap design with steel scales. Nothing wrong with steel scales for the price point. But then CJRB started coming out with something more expensive. So a high-end version of this Ekko. First, I'd like ask you guys to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. It really helps the channel. CJRB is the cheaper version of Artisan Cutlery. I love Artisan Cutlery. They make great stuff. Artisan Cutlery has some awesome stuff. But they've been taking some of their low-end, not low-end, but, their cheaper models and making much more expensive versions of it. So I'm very curious to see this. This has got titanium scales, and for me, the one thing that really sold it for me is from the pictures, it looks like it has amazing machining, and it also looks like it has S90V. Yay, silicone. Oh yeah, I can already tell. This machining is crazy. I'm a big fan of S90V. It was my top knife steel the last time I did like a video of it. I don't know if it still is. I might have to do another video of that, but I love S90V. I love how sharp it stays for so long and how it's relatively easy to unsharpen. All right, so first off, this machining, how it expands here, and you've got this line here, is just exquisite. It's much lighter off the bat, I can already tell, much lighter than the steel version of this. And the difference in the clips, I mean, obviously you've got a nice machined clip here. This texturing is not super aggressive, so I don't think there's going to be a problem getting it in and out of the pocket underneath that clip. The buttons are basically the same. I really do like the way that the button has this rounded concentric starburst, if you will, way of milling on it. I like that a lot. I'm not a good front flipper, but the Ekko has been a good front flipper for me. One of the reasons why I love this knife is because it was designed by Ray Laconico, and Ray is one of my favorites. Ooh, this has almost got a sharpened spine here. I bet I could throw flint with this. I bet this would be good for a fire steel. And I'm kind of a completionist, so the fact that the Ekko on the disassembly kind of failed me, and I didn't like it. When a premium version came out, I was like, okay, they've got to fix the problems and blah blah blah. Still a hidden lanyard hole in here. I really like the fact that I don't know why you would need a lanyard hole on a pocket knife like this, but there's one there for anyone who really needs it. Right here, you can see where it says Ray Laconico. In really small letters, it says S90V. I don't know if that's in focus or not. All right, let's check it out. Oh, missed deployment. Oh, yeah, I like that a lot. Detent is really good. Front flipper works great. It's really smooth. I'm not good at front flipping, and this is just super easy for me. Really good access to the hole here. The flick hole, I really like that. This isn't, sometimes you get this part right here, like somewhere in the hole, and that makes it hard to access, but this is perfect. The blade shape is a great Warncliffe type sheep's foot blade, and it is freaking sharp. Very, very sharp. I just like this design a lot. And I'm so glad they came up with a premium version, which brings me to another point. So now Artisan Cutlery has actually taken some of their expensive knives and made less expensive versions of it, but kept it under the flagship of Artisan Cutlery, whereas they've taken some of their inexpensive knives and they're like, this is really working out. Let's make an expensive version of this, but we're going to keep it the CJRB. And for the price point on this, it's just absolutely incredible. S90V titanium scales. This is a really good screaming deal. And it was up for Knife of the Year last year for me for budget knife until I had the disassembly that failed. And then I, pulled it out of the running for that. But just a great button lock. So another difference I'm noticing here between their budget version and their premium version, they both have similar. Yeah, they have almost exactly the same. They have exactly the same profiles. Okay, where they have more of a cutout here on the steel scale. And here it's more rounded. It's not as scalloped on the inside here, which feels absolutely fine to me. And you can kind of choke up on it too. There's a little bit of jimping. Basically, the front flipper becomes a little bit of jimping for you when you're holding it back here, which is great. This is just a great utility knife. And I love that they're making it out of S90V. I mean, it's just such a phenomenally good steel. And I feel like more people should be using it and appreciating it. And I can't get over. So this is quality. Quality is all the little details. And when you look at how that's been milled right here, how that line matches here, but it adds a contour and a shadow that gives it that design language. And then the way that they expand the milling pattern from here on out gives you just a little bit of friction there is great. The button is proud in its deployed state, and then when it's closed, it's almost flush. It's still a little proud, but it's not as proud. Very nice. And here in the back, you can see there's almost like a hook right here, and that goes around. See that hook? See that area right there comes around and goes over the button lock. Snaps into place against that backstop, giving you a really secure lockup. No blade play at all. When you have this kind of, and the blade finish is really good too. I like how it's almost like a polished belt. They polished the belt sand. Very nice. My fingerprints are on it right now. Just giving you an idea of how shiny it is. Yeah, I'm really impressed. I think this is a screaming good deal. So if you're interested in a good knife in S90V that is at an affordable price for S90V and with titanium scales, this is your guy here. There'll be a link down below. It took me a while to get. It was like on the slow boat from China, but I think it was worth the wait. Again, I'm kind of a completionist for Ray Laconico designs because I've also got the slayback. I've also got the mini Kiso. I've also got the Monterey Bay knives, Sea Otter. I've got the Old Guard. What else do I have of Ray's? I'm sure I have something else of Ray's here. Used to have a Yorkie, but I don't anymore. So yeah, I like Ray, obviously. I like his designs. I think that they're pretty sweet. This is an awesome knife. So check it out. Thanks so much for being with me here today. And if you would like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. If you'd like to win a knife, all you have to do is join my Patreon. Go down below, follow the link. For $3 a month, you'll be entered to win the knife of the month. Thanks so much, people. So I'll see you next time on Sharp Ends. Bye-bye now.